2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. All right, Beamer, you've played them all, you know only too well. In terms of the PGA Tour, where does the Copperhead course at Innisbrook Resort rank as one of the toughest?
Anytime you name a golf course after a, lethal snake, you might be onto something at how difficult it might be. Yeah, again, it's in lovely Tampa, but this golf course, there's nothing friendly about it. It's so demanding, I think, off the tee, because you have tee shots that work one way, and then you also have the fairway that tilts the opposite way. It just sometimes doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to play this golf course if you're not driving it very well. But if you're chipping and putting it, then you really might like it. But it's fun, it's hard, but it's named after a dangerous snake, so I'm not going to say it's really fun. Would you? I would not.
We head down to the first hole. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today.
That dog will hunt.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got the big 200 all the way back to this pin.
Putting for an eagle. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, looking like 22 feet to the hole from here, guys.
That's disappointing. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. So close to a birdie, but that'll be a par. He's currently in a share of top spot. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Well, I'm down on the 5th hole as Justin Thomas gets ready to hit.
Sitting at +1. This is his second shot.
The perfect wind swing, nice and easy.
This one's for birdie. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to break to the right.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Pace is always important. Get that speed right. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. The 4th hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Currently 1 under for the round. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 5th is no snag.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, well played. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
An all-important putt for par.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Well, this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
Well, that may have come out a little heavy. John, you've got a good view from down there. What's the lie like?
They're deep down in there, guys. I do not envy them, but looking forward to seeing how they get out.
15 feet to the cup. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
And this putt should take a pretty hard break to the right.
This next putt for double bogey.
Oh, that's criminal. How do you leave that short? And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left are going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Looks good.
What a putt that was. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Well, if you haven't felt snake-bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is for par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Good shot there.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
Didn't quite get enough on that one. Putting for par. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. This one is a fair distance here. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The back 9 at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
Sitting at a couple of shots over par. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Let's head out to the action at the 3rd. Now to Roseng. Well, this is right down the pipe. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, did you see that fly right past the hole? Look at this one just roll off the green. A bit too much pace, but a chance still to get it back up and in. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 7 feet to the cup. Didn't judge the speed there. And after that, he'll drop to 4 over par for the event. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Around 42 feet from the center of the hole. Yep, that works. Nicely done.
Putting for birdie. Ooh. This is his 5th shot. 5 shots off the pace. Beauty of a chip shot there.
And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in.
Now 5 strokes behind. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. 5 shots off the lead. This is beautiful to watch.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar, Luke. The greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Over on the 15th hole now, guys. This is Justin Thomas.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Ooh. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Just couldn't quite get it to drop. Currently at 6 over par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich, 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Never quite hit that.
Just a short putt. Closes the workout on that hole.
The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Here's Justin Thomas. Just 3 back from the leader. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
It's a tad frustrating, especially when it comes up short.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The Copperhead course, the snake pit, we're right in the middle of it.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
This one is from at least 30 feet out. Eight feet to the cup. So close. This next putt is for bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 8 shots back after that hole. The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot. Plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
Okay, let's get back to the action.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going down? Just a 4-footer remaining.
Nice little par putt here.
A little bit too much on that putt. Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, that should have been just about a formality. And finishing the round with a tap in. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Our second round coverage is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Lovely to have you with us today once again. Anything in the red should give you the lead, as even par is currently setting the pace. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Putting for birdie here.
John, have you got a read on this one?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. All good putters accelerate through the ball. And unfortunately, it's going to be a drop shot to begin the day.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Justin Thomas as he gets set for his next shot here on the 5th.
And back to the play, shall we? Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Yeah, that was slightly misjudged. And that's all she wrote. Sitting at 10 over for the event. Stepping up now onto the tee of the par 4 third. That'll work there. He's setting up for his second shot. Oh, well played. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. This is a par putt. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Currently +10 now for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the 6-iron here. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
See if this is up. It could. Oh, that's outstanding. Holds it from the bunker. And back to the course with the live action. 4 feet to the cup. This would be his first birdie of the day. And now he's just 3 shots off the cut line. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. That's nicely done. Well, Rich, I never went to university, but Tiger Woods has basically been my thesis. The young man's 18 days older than I am, and it has been an absolute privilege to witness his greatness. What are some things that stand out for you in the legendary Tiger Woods?
I just think it's, I mean, you just look at the history of what he's done, where he's won, the number of times, doing the impossible and doing it right in front of your eyes, like a magician, kind of going, well, wait, how did that happen? No, that can't be. And yet, time and time again, I'll never forget, I think it was the second time I'd ever played with him. It was actually funny enough. I was playing with him because I beat him at the PGA Championship in '02. But we go to the Grand Slam of golf, and it's the second round, and he's beating Justin Leonard, Davis Love, and myself by like 100 shots after, 24 holes or something like that. I mean, he was just running us over. And we get to this par 5, and it's right back in the teeth. And I just absolutely busted drive out there. He hits one about 30 by me. I have to lay up, obviously. And the pin is kind of back right, water all the way in the front and to the right of this green. And he pulls out driver, hits it off the deck to about 6 feet. And I just kind of sit there and look at my caddy, and I go, how come you didn't tell me to hit that shot? And he just starts laughing because, like, we don't have that shot there, Rich. And it's just like I couldn't believe what I saw. I mean, normally you think he's going to hit out to the left or lay it up or this and that. He just takes driver and just whips this sucker right into the heart of the green about 6-10 feet away, whatever it was. And I'm just like going, I mean, it was really hard getting the grass out of my teeth because my jaw was just scraping along for so far walking down that fairway. I mean, that's one small fragment of the many stories people can tell you about what it was like to witness him playing in person when he was at his best.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
That putt ends up just short of the hole.
Yeah, not much to sweat there. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We've arrived now at the par 3 8th.
Coming off of a bogey, looking for a birdie.
Going with the hybrid. Good look at a birdie here. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
It's looking like 31 feet.
Was that a rush of blood? 14 feet to the cup.
A good look at par here.
Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Par 4, 9th hole here. That was wonderfully done. Rich, always like going back and looking at T-Dub and some of the magnificent stuff he delivers.
This is a beauty of a third.
Rich, every time we get the chance to wax lyrical about Tiger Woods, you think, how else can we sing his praises? How can we eloquently describe one of the greatest careers in the history of sports?
Luke, I don't know how you say anything more about Tiger that hasn't been said or written or shown. I mean, if you look at the history books, His name comes up a lot, and for good reason. You know, the numbers are astounding. The major victories are astounding. You know, this guy, it wouldn't surprise me if a spaceship came down and he decided to just walk on it and fly back to his home planet. He's just otherworldly like that. And the way that he's gone through his entire career and time again produce when you think, well, no, he can't do this again. Well, okay, yes, he can. It's phenomenal. I just got to say that I am so privileged to have played against the man, beat him once. I made it count, however, but I mean, just to play in his era was, I tell stories about it for my end of days.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. On the tee of the 11th, a par 5.
The excitement, it's starting. You can hear it.
Well, there's been action aplenty all over the course. Let's head back to the 7th, where this happened. Well, that was some fancy shot making there. Let's recap it. From around 220 yards. This one looks to be slightly offline here. Setting up for his third shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Nicely done. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Well, I'm down on the 15th hole. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's got this one for birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
That putt seemed to lack the speed it needed. Big putt for par coming up. Now 7 shots behind after that. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
This putt is 16 feet to the hole. That went ripping by the hole. Par putt coming up here. Oh. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Looks like about 22 feet to the hole.
Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet. Remember the old adage, never up, never in.
And finishing this hole with a little tap in.
And it's a 1-stroke buffer for our leader over the field. Hole number 15 is a par 3. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This one for bogey.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. You've arrived at the 16th, a par 4.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. That's just about 3 feet away. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. This 17th hole is a par 3.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
And he's down there. You got a read?
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
Hit a house. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That's disappointing. That's just about 3 feet away. And down it goes. Currently at 11 over for the event.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4.
What a drive. Look at that.
This is his second shot. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. That's frustrating. Unfortunate thing to happen, but it can in golf. Great touch. Really nicely played. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. Well, that's a shame. Unfortunately, unable to make the cut this week, Beamer. That'll hurt.
Luke, every player faces this at some point in time, even the greats. You miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
TPC Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. Hello, everyone. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is my mate Rich Beam. And out on the course, as always, is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Oh, this is a super week on the calendar. Always circle this one in my diary. I'm thrilled you could be with us as well. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He finds himself currently tied for 9th. Rich, the tee shot at the second requires a different shape to the one off the first.
Yeah, downhill, dog leg right, par 4. Got to avoid those bunkers on the left-hand side. Fairway does pitch from left to right, so the canyon on the right can see some action. And from there, your second shot is downhill to a green that sits a little bit from left to right and from back to front.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Ooh. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. As we head to the third, Rich, take us through it.
Canyons over on the left-hand side must be avoided at all costs. Anything out to the right-hand side is just fine. Challenging second shot over the canyons, over a deep bunker fronting this green. Not much of a target once you do find the green, so anytime you find it in two, you'll have a decent look at birdie. Needs a little ground help to the left.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
Steady on. And this one is for his par. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This putt's going to go up the hill, move to the right.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And he'll drop down to 1 over for the event. Well, let's cross over to 4, Rich.
Downhill par 4 the entire way. Big bunker on the right-hand side. Could see a fair amount of action. Second shot, again, slightly downhill to a green on the left-hand side as one large false front. Got to be long with your second shot.
Playing this shot from around 120 yards. 4 strokes off the lead. Well, a little off the target with that one.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
And he needs this to save par. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Tagala leading this tournament. Okay, let's head over to the first par 3 on the course, the 5th hole.
A challenging little par 3 down the hill, deep bunker on the right-hand side that could see a fair amount of action. When the pin's on the left, it's go time. Pin back right. Watch out.
This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time?
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Tony Finau as he gets set for his next shot here on the 8th.
This is on a stupendous line.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. Well, the 6th, the TPC Summerlin, isn't a long par 4, Rich, but it's a challenging one.
No bunkers on this hole, a unique feature. However, desert everywhere. Take out a fairway metal, maybe even low driver, chase it up the fairway. Second shot to a plateau style green. There's a little backstop at the back of this green that you can use when the pin is in the back portion of it.
Looking at this putt now to move into a tie for 8th on the leaderboard. So close. Oh, that's a shame. Just a little bit too much oomph on that putt. Oh, almost went in. And this one is for bogey.
That putt went a bit long there.
That's a good-looking shot there. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
This putt really needs to drop for him here. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Tagala leading this tournament. Well, Rich, at the 7th, are the big hitters thinking of carrying the corner here?
Only the biggest hitters in the game have any thoughts of carrying those trees down the left-hand side. Mere mortals like us bail it out to the right, find the heart of the fairway, and just a short second shot back up the hill. It's birdie time.
Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the second.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, it looks like this is about 21 feet.
Remember, there's two important parts of a putt, line and length. Too much length on that one. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. Well, the 8th hole is a par 3, but it measures in the 250-yard range.
Scary hole indeed. Canyons, desert, bunkers out to the right. You don't want any part of that. Out to the left-hand side, a little low area, but this green, big and flat, it can be handled.
Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes for the whole way. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Tagala leading this tournament. As we head to the 9th, a lot of players are thinking a genuine birdie hole, but maybe even an eagle's possible.
Oh, this is a birdie hole. Par 5, reachable by everybody should they find the fairway. You got bunker left, trees out to the right-hand side. Thread that needle. Second shot into a green that's protected nicely with a couple of bunkers short and to the right to a green that's got a lot of movement. Two different shelves, one left and one right.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
This looks like it's going to go left.
That's got too much heat. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
That's a tough one to swallow. A 3-putt par in the end.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. As we start the second 9, Rich, it's a challenging start.
It's a quiet and soft little tee shot here at the 10th, but don't let it fool you. That bunker on the left and those trees on the right, they see a fair amount of action. Second shot plays slightly downhill to a green that historically chases away from you. Be mindful of that. Put plenty of spin on that second shot.
This would be a great up and down.
That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
As we head over to the 11th, Rich at TPC Summerlin, your thoughts on this hole?
This is a really strong driving hole, probably one of the more difficult ones on the golf course. Bunker left, bunker right, those both are on the player's mind. From there, a second shot to an hourglass-shaped green that's got a runoff in the back portion of it. That, a lot of times, catches players off guard, and that's when bogeys and doubles are made.
Well, I don't mind this par putt.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Time to take a look at what's going on at the 6th. It's time now to take a look at Lydia Ko. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Yeah, shortish par 4 downhill, but it plays much longer because you don't take driver off the tee normally. You want to take something less, hit it out to the right-hand side, just shy of that water. From there, a forced carry over that water to a green that tilts from left to right towards the water. Be smart here. Don't bring that water in play. Anything out to the left with that second shot is absolutely fine.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. And 13 might be unlucky for some, but not here at TPC Summerlin.
Oh, 13 is my favorite number. How'd you know, Luke?
Listen, tee it high, let it fly, let the big dog eat. All of it. Go ahead and just Hulk smash it off the tee. Wide open fairway from there. Second shot, if you're going to go for the green, you got some trees to contend with, a bunker to contend with. But every player should be thinking about knocking it on in two here and making eagle birdie at worst.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
Ooh. There's a putt of about 6 feet coming up. That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart. Okay, let's head to the next. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. 14 requires some real precision off the tee.
It does. A little devilish par 3 downhill. It's got runoff areas behind the green that you want no part of. You got to play it smart here. Find the heart of the green. Give yourself a good look for 2.
A par putt on the table. And that putt will end up short.
And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. Here we are on the par 4, 15th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's a bit out of shape.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
I'm over here on the 18th, and this is Tony Finau getting ready for his next shot.
Standing over his second shot. That's a golf shot, well executed, inside 5 feet. Should make the putt from there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. And that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
That'll way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
So we head over to 16, one of the shorter par 5s and a terrific opportunity for the field.
Yeah, I got to say that this hole historically, it looks easy. It's short, it's a par 5, but there's something about that pond that makes players squirm. Find the fairway, generous area once again, but that second shot, once you land it on the green, that green is rock hard, and it will go chasing into the back bunkers, but don't get greedy. Never come up shy of this green. You'll be kicking yourself all day long.
This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Straight out of the top drawer.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Sitting at 8 over par for the day. Well, after having a run of birdieable holes, we step up onto the 17th tee here at TPC Summerlin.
And it's a scary par 3 down the hill, water on the left-hand side. Most players bailing out to the right-hand side of the green, oftentimes finding that bunker, which then becomes a little dicey as that green goes from right to left towards that water.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. A bit long on that one. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Sitting at 9 over for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Quality shot, that one. Rich, this approach shot into 18 has a fair bit of trouble around it.
Yeah, the water on the left-hand side is certainly going to grab your attention, but so does the depth of the green. It's extremely long, sometimes 2, if not 3 clubs different from the front pin to the back pin. So you have to be really dialed in with your distance control here.
And the putt drops for birdie. And another day has come to a close. Rich, always a thrill to be alongside you here in the broadcast booth.
Absolutely, Luke. Can't wait to do it again tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Koyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the second round. Let's head out onto the course. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. Thrilled to have you back here with us on 2K Sports. Rich, this player's trailing. Do they have to really step it up and get it going today?
Look, this player's trailing at the moment. Let's face it, there is so much golf left out there. Anything can happen. Let's just sit back, relax, and watch it unfold.
13 feet to the cup.
A great birdie chance here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left to righter.
That's disappointing.
Putting for a par here.
Sitting at 8 over par for the event. Teeing off on the par 4 second now.
Yeah, downhill par 4, just those bunkers down on the left-hand side there. Fairway does pitch from left to right, so if you can hit a little baby draw out there, that'd be perfect. Second shot, once again, it plays down the hill. Not much danger around this. Even those two bunkers there, they really shouldn't be in play.
Let's take a look back at this just moments ago. Looking forward to seeing what Tony Finau does here, Rich. Let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, a 9-foot chance here. And now at +7 for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And we've arrived now at the third. It's a par 4.
Yeah, par 5 for the members, par 4, though, in this tournament. Tee shot out to the right-hand side, very generous area indeed. But the second shot, straight back up to the hill. You got to carry a canyon and a deep bunker fronting this green. This green is historically a little on the firm side as well, so getting it close with your second is nearly impossible.
This putt for par here.
Oh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today. What's that say? The old adage in golf, never up, never in. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
Downhill par 4 the entire way. Big bunker on the right-hand side. Could see a fair amount of action. Second shot, again, slightly downhill to a green on the left-hand side. Is one large false front. Got to be long with your second shot.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Just a short putt remaining here.
Sitting at 10 over par for the event. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
A little downhill par 3. Got a canyon fronting this green that shouldn't come into play, but that bunker front right, that could see a lot of action, especially when the pin is back right.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
It's moving up the hill to the left. Let's see what happens.
And a touch of frustration popping in there as the putt just missed the hole.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau from earlier.
This is how you do it, 7 days a week.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Sitting at 11 over for the event. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Premium on accuracy off the tee. No bunkers, but desert both left and right can be menacing. From there, the shot up the hill to a plateau green. It's got a little backstop there for shots that go long, but anything coming up short, that's not going to be good.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
An opportunity for a birdie here. That one not quite reaching to the hole there. Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Now plus 11 overall. They've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
Short par 4 dogleg from right to left. Just find the heart of the fairway on the right-hand side. Once you get to the dogleg, second shot plays uphill just a little bit. Green protected by bunkers both left and right.
John, give us a small update.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 8th.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
And he needs this to save par.
Currently at 11 over for the event. The 8th hole is a par 3.
Oh, this is a scary par 3. Long down the hill. Canyons right, bunkers right. Bailout areas over to the left-hand side. A little low area right there. A big green, but it's flat.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And that should secure the par on this one. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Rich, I know you're an eternally optimistic type of player. We're through 9 holes here and it's cut day. Do you think this player's got a chance of playing on the weekend?
Luke, I guarantee you they'll have a tee time this weekend. It'll be at the Muni down the road, however.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. 9 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
Just hammered that through the line. Nicely holed and for par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
This is a really strong driving hole, probably one of the more difficult ones on the golf course. Bunker left, bunker right, those both are on the player's mind. From there, a second shot to an hourglass-shaped green that's got a runoff in the back portion of it. That, a lot of times, catches players off guard, and that's when bogeys and doubles are made.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will be right.
We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Yeah, shortish par 4 downhill, but it plays much longer because you don't take driver off the tee normally. You want to take something less, hit it out to the right-hand side, just shy of that water. From there, a forced carry over that water to a green that tilts from left to right towards the water. Be smart here. Don't bring that water in play. Anything out to the left with that second shot is absolutely fine.
Oh, this looks pure. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Sitting at 8 over for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Oh, well done. Second shot here on the 13th hole. Lining up here from a long way away. This putt is about 16 feet.
This one is for par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Currently at +9 for the event. Par 3, hole number 14. Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, nicely played. This putt is from 14 feet.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
And this putt coming up for his par. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Next hole is one of my favourites, a short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Great shot. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Well, I'm over on the 18th watching Tony Finau set up his next shot.
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here on the 15th. Oh, that's a high caliber shot.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
This one's for birdie. Never up, never in. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Sitting at 9 over par. Here we have a par 5.
Very reachable. Find the fairway. Then you have a decision to make. Can I carry this water, and with what club? When it lands on the green, it's firm, it's nasty. It'll probably go over the green, but don't try and be a hero. Try and find anything in the back portion green, even in the bunker, is fine. Coming up short, that is obviously not very good.
That's well judged. Good speed, good line. Just a 4-footer remaining. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. Currently at +8 for the event. Welcome to the par 3, 17th hole. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
This one is going straight at it.
Our coverage continues at the last.
And this one's around 130 yards.
Let's return to live play now. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
Yeah, that's well judged. He had the right line there. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
18 at Summerlin is a long hitter's dream. The further down the left-hand side you can go, carry that canyon, the shorter your second shot is. From there, you've got a green that is long, narrow, with water on the left-hand side. Distance control with your second shot is an absolute must.
This putt is of 9 feet. Looking really good, this one. And that's a nice way for the round to end. Finishing up with the birdie. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut. But you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K